Do you see that? It's dry dirt. Good morning. Changed my intro video a little bit. Did you like that? Is it a little better? Longer anyway. Anyway, I had to put a coat on this morning because it's just so dang chilly out. If the sun would come out, it wouldn't be so bad, but I don't even know if we're going to make 60 degrees today. We are going to be a little bit more productive than we've been the last couple of days, though. First thing I'm going to do here is get this tank. We're going to take it up front of the shop so we can work on it. Well, work on it. I mean clean it. Shouldn't take too long. We'll give it a quick once over with the power washer, get some of the dirt and stuff where some of those fertilizer fittings were leaking a little bit, and we got to winterize the pump. It is empty. I drained it in that last field, so we don't have to worry about getting any fertilizer out of it. But we'll put some of that RV antifreeze in there so that everything is winterized, which seems weird when it's May to winterize stuff, but we're done with it until next year, so it needs to be done. And we'll grease up all the grease fittings and yeah, put it away. This forklift is awfully handy, let me tell you. That's no good. That's lifelike. All right, let's do some cleaning. See if this nozzle works on this power washer. I don't know. I have to spray some lubricant in there. Well, I couldn't get that rotary nozzle to work for very long, so I just switched to one of my regular fan tips. Clean enough. So we gotta put some of our antifreeze in, grease it, and we can stick it in the barn and put it away till April. Okay, I dumped a couple of gallons of this RV antifreeze in the bottom of the tank there. I'm also going to fill up the pump here. I could just pull the plugs, which I did pull the plugs to make sure it was empty. But I put the one in the bottom back in there because I'm going to fill it up with this RV antifreeze. Like I said, I could just leave it empty, but I don't want anything to corrode in there, rust or whatever. And so if I fill it up with the RV antifreeze, then it should keep it in good shape for next year. So okay, so that's winterized. I got most of these lines filled up with at least some of that RV antifreeze. I put 2 gallons in there, 2 gallons in the tank, so we're good there. Just grease it now. All right, well, it is close enough to lunchtime that I'm gonna let that stuff dry off before I try and grease it. I'll come back and do it after I eat. So I was on my way back to the farm from my house, lunch. Look what I found, guys. Check it out. Do you see that? It's dry dirt. It's dry. Look, you can see one right there, right there, right there. It's tile lines. Those are every tile line. They're starting to dry off. It's draining. We are on the high ground here, and it's still muddy between the tile lines. But it's getting better. That's a good thing. Look, it gets even better. There's a corn spiking through. Got one there. Another one there. Ah, beautiful. So this field here was the first field that we planted in that week that we went like crazy. So it was planted on a Sunday afternoon. I'm trying to remember the date exactly. I don't. But it'd be 2 weeks ago now on Sunday. 2.5. We're about 2.5 weeks. Today's Wednesday. So it's about 2.5 weeks that corn's been in the ground. It is finally starting to poke through, even after the 5.5 inches of rain. Maybe it's not coming up so much as it just got uncovered. The rain washed it off. I don't know. But either way, that is a good sign. We just need some warm weather. It's still only like 60 degrees out. It's just, I mean, it's like I don't even know what today is. 19th, 20th, 21st of May, something like that. And we have not hardly had any 70-degree days, hardly. 1 or 2 is all. It's getting ridiculous. What's that? Blinding bright, oh, what is that? Sunshine. Wow. That's nice. Okay, let's grease this tank up so we can put it away and be done with it. This is kind of like a fifth wheel plate. Apparently it needs a lot of grease. They're getting some water out. There it comes. Okay. Do the other side. Out of grease already. Alright, I got the front little fifth wheel plate pivot greased. There's also one in the back since this is a four-wheel steer cart, so the grease zerks are kind of on top down in there to lube up this plate, and there's also one on the back for the pin that pivots in the center. Ignore the dirt, but this is why we grease stuff before we put it away instead of when we get it out next year. See all the water coming out of there? That's water that got forced in there from the power washer. The grease is forcing it out. I don't want that water in there. There, we're starting to get grease, so we got most of the water out. I don't want that water in there because it will make things rust, and if it's there when it freezes in the winter, it could break stuff. So we grease things before we put it away. And the last thing we need to hit is wheel bearings. Okay, let's put it in the barn. I think we're done with it. This four-wheel steer is tricky. Trying to not hit that trailer. Well, we made it, but I think, yeah, the forks on that tractor are sticking up. They're going to be a problem. We got to lift it up and flatten them out so we can drive over top of them. There, that'll work. Well, the problem here is this tank is going to have to move in order to get our pump trailer out that we need for irrigation stuff. But that won't be till, who knows, probably July. Who knows? So we're going to park it in here anyway. So you guys know this fancy weather station we got here that I keep showing sometimes that has a rain gauge on it and stuff? Well, this thing is hooked up to the internet and I can actually check it from my phone or anywhere. And you know that old rain gauge that I put out down to Berkey yesterday that I have to drive there to check? Wouldn't this be a lot more convenient? Be able to check it from my phone, how much rain we got there? Yes, it would. Look at what I got. New weather station. I'm going to put it down to Berkey so that we can actually see how much rain we get down there without having to drive the hour to get there to check it. So I'm going to just open it up, take a look at stuff. We got to figure out how we're going to mount it, where we're going to mount it, and all that good stuff. And at some point, we'll have to go down there and do that. All right. Well, this is a little bit upgraded version from the one that we have out here. That I think we've had that one for, oh gosh, it had to be 2013, 14 when we got it. So it's 6-7 years old now. The rain cup is, collection cup is a little different. So this here catches rainfall, funnels it into there, and then it catches it in this little bucket that tips back and forth. I got to cut this zip tie off, and it measures the bucket tips, counts them somehow, and that's how it measures rainfall and stuff. So it's got a wireless, sends the signal to the display, solar panel to keep it all powered, and then underneath inside there is the temperature sensor and yeah, humidity, all that. And then it's got this anemometer, measures wind speed and direction. We got to mount the cups underneath there. So yeah, we'll have to figure out where and how we're going to mount this exactly, but yeah, it should work pretty good. I think inside this box is the display, and then we got this little box to go with it. They call it a WeatherLink Live to send the data to the internet so I can check it from my phone. So pretty cool. Should work good. This is a Davis Vantage Pro 2 is the system. All right, well, I kind of went through that and put it back in the box. We're going to have to figure out exactly where and how we're going to mount it down there to Berkey, but we'll get to that. And look, more boxes. So this is a new base for our DTN. Basically, it's going to replace this thing here. For those of you not familiar with DTN, it's basically farmer computer, I guess. I don't know. It uses satellites and it gives us a radar, some marketing stuff. It's stupid expensive for what it is. There's nothing on here that you can't find on the internet, but like it tells us current markets from the Chicago Board of Trade. For example, corn's down 3 today. Beans are down 11. Fantastic. But yeah, it's my dad and Phil use it a lot. I don't. It's like I said, stupid expensive, like a couple $1,000s a year for this thing. So we had thought about canceling it. They got an online subscription to try and test it. Decided they didn't like that. Wanted to keep the base. But DTN did provide us with a new one, updated some equipment. So I'm gonna go through that and see what it takes to get it installed, I guess. Kind of looks the same as the old one, just with a different logo, and the buttons aren't all wore off. All right. Even the back of this thing is identical. Like it still uses serial ports for a mouse. This thing is ancient. No way. It even comes with a mouse with a ball that come pre-broken. This little piece fits right there, holds the roller that the ball rolls against. Broken. Quality equipment there, DTN. Good job. Huh. Must be they knew it was already broken because they sent a replacement already. 2 of them in the package. Okay, I'm not real sure how many mice they think that you need for one DTN, and our old one doesn't even have one. But there was 2 ball corded ones, like I showed you. One of them was broken, and now there's another one, and this one says it's optical, at least. Scroll, well, I don't know. I guess we'll use this one. That's the best one, but you gotta use this adapter cable. I'm not sure. They did include this nice refer a friend sheet though, so if any of you would like to sign up for this ridiculousness, I can get you a $150 credit. You just let me know and I'll refer you. Okay, well they also shipped us this new monitor, and after how great that stuff all was, I'm super excited to get this out. It does say it's LED though, so you know, there's that. Well, the new DTN works just like the old DTN, except for now it has a mouse. Great. Glad we pay. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna go find it. Tell you exactly what we paid for this. That's a lot. $500 a quarter. Yep, $2,000 a year. Now, I do think Dad said he got a deal on this when he called them and threatened to cancel it. We may got it like $1,200 or something like that. Which is a pretty good deal. Kind of. Okay, guys, I guess that's all for today. Tomorrow I'm going to drive around a little bit more and see if I can't get on any of these fields to go out and look and just see how bad stuff looks or what I think is going to be. But it's still going to be wet. It is starting to dry off a little bit on top, though, so that's encouraging. It's sort of sprinkled a little bit this afternoon. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to clear off. But it is what it is. So hopefully it warms up tomorrow. I don't know what they're calling for. Mid-60s, I think. A little bit better, but still not great for the 21st. Today is the 21st of May. I'm pretty sure that's right. So anyway, have a great night. Hit the like and subscribe buttons. And leave me any comments and questions that you have. And see you guys tomorrow.